Hello Aquarius, and welcome to my channel, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This is a weekly reading for Aquarius from the 1st to the 7th of October 2018. Please don't forget to watch your moon and rising sign for a complete picture. If you'd like a personal reading, I've put the details of my email and website in the description box, so please contact me. I put the decks that I'm using in the description box, as well as links to Amazon and eBay if you want to purchase these decks. And don't forget to watch the video series that I'm doing on deck reviews. So please like, share, subscribe, and leave me some comments if these messages resonate with you. So I'm doing a general energy read, and then I'll do the general tarot read after that. Okay, so the main situation is the Judgment card, which looks like there's some sort of decision that you have to make to actually leave a situation behind and move forward. So you're coming to a crossroads in your life, and you're going to have to leave something behind in order for you to move forward for a new beginning. You've got a new beginning coming in as well. So a decision really needing to be made. It might have a spiritual basis on it, or you might need to look deep within yourself for the answers in order to make this decision. It's quite a big decision because this is the Judgment card. So something big that you have to probably sacrifice, leave behind the past, move on from an old situation in order for you to move forward. In the last few weeks, you've been feeling, you've had to have a lot of patience. You might be dealing with somebody. You've got the Lady card over here, so you might be dealing with someone. She's looking at the clock over here. So you're waiting for something to happen, and you've had to have patience, and it might involve some woman that you're dealing with. So going into the future, you've got barriers and diligence. So you're feeling very trapped at the moment. Maybe this decision that you have to make is going to either get you out of the situation, or it's making you feel a little bit trapped right now. And you want to make the move to start something new, but maybe there's some sort of obstacle that's in your way to start this new thing that you want to do. But you're just going to have to persevere. It says diligence. It shows a lot of hard work over here. Just put your head down and do your work at it. So it might be something in your work situation itself, where you need to work through it in order to get out of this to overcome this obstacle that you're dealing with at this particular moment. So you're going to just have to persevere and hang in there and make a decision about moving forward. And this decision that you make is the one that's going to get you out of the situation. You've had to have some patience and work through this problem. It's going to require plenty of hard work, plenty of knocking down in order for you to overcome whatever barrier and obstacle that you have, and have a new start, a fresh start at something. So needing to leave behind the past or make a decision to go into a different path coming up for you, and and overcoming obstacles. You're going to have to look deep within yourself, use your intuition, follow your gut feeling when you're making decisions at the moment. So that's the energies for that week. So I have shuffled this deck. I'll just give it one more shuffle. Okay, so the main energies for the card is the Judgment card. So you've got Judgment in the past, in the answer deck energy cards, and you've got Judgment over here. So definitely a turning point in your life, and a need to leave behind the past and move forward. And you're being called upon to do this. You're being given a second chance to do something. You didn't do it before, and you have to complete this particular thing. So you have to, because this is a major arcana card, and it talks about leaving that past behind, getting a second chance, reinventing yourself, following a different path. You're being called upon. You can see the hand of God coming up from the sky and pointing to you. So you're going to have to transform yourself and move away from that past situation. Besides, that situation that you were in the past is not good. You can see this person sitting on a cauldron of fire over here. So it's something that's been causing you a lot of hassle, and so you're going to have to make that decision and move away from it. The path that you're following is not the path that you should be on. You should be going on to something else. So if there's another choice to do something else, something else coming out on as a second chance on doing it, you're going to have to take it and do it. You've got these clouds over here because it's causing a lot of problems and confusion in your life, and it's blocking out. You can see there's a new moon over here, so it's blocking off this new beginning. Whatever confusion you're going through, you're going to have to make a decision, and that decision has to be made now, in order for you to move in a different direction. So something coming up for you that is a big change coming in for you, and you're going to have to make this big decision. It's a life-changing decision that you're going to have to be made. You're going to have to make, but you're being called upon to do this, and it's going to take you on a different path from the one that you thought you were going to be on. It's changed. It's going to be changing your life completely. So some really big change, some really big decision coming up for you, and you're going to have to deal with it. And it seems like, because you see this person sitting in the fire, it's something that's, whatever is happening now is causing a big disruption in your life right now, big chaos in your life right now. And it's because you need to change that path that you're on into something else, something that you haven't completed that you need to complete. So quite a big energy coming in with the Judgment card. Okay, and you've got the Chariot, which is another major arcana, and the Emperor, which is another major arcana card. So the Chariot showing movement away from the past, being determined, following whatever path you need to follow. It also shows that there could be a change of home, a movement from where you're living. So definitely a disruption or some sort of problem within the family situation, something that involves your home, your stability, and something that is going to come in that's going to bring a lot of change within that environment as well. So whatever decision you're making is quite a big decision. You've got the Chariot showing quite a lot of movement, and this is the way you're going to have to follow a different pathway. So you can see this horse is taking you into a different pathway, and with the Chariot card, it looks like you're going to have to be following something else, some other route. And you've got to stay really determined, and you've got to stay really focused with this Emperor card. This could also be somebody in your life causing this issue. Could be a father figure, somebody that is very with a lot of power, that is causing this change to happen, or this disruption to happen. This is a very big Mars energy, and you can see there's a lot of fire, things getting burnt. So something is I don't want to put it that way, but going up in flames, if you like, because you've got fire in both cards. You've got fire here in this cauldron card here, but you've got also fire over here. So there's some very volatile situation that is going on with you that is causing a very big disruption in your life right now. And it's causing you to make a big decision, a big change, because you've got these cards, both cards have got fire on either side. If you can see, things burning. This person's sitting in it. So it's like you're in the hot seat right now. And you've got the Chariot card between them. So that's showing that, you're going to have to move. Whatever is happening around you, maybe it's being instigated by this person who's the Emperor, which is a Mars energy. So causing a lot of strong energies coming in over there, and a lot of chaos, destruction, if you like, coming in. And you're being forced to move, to make a decision and move. So you're being forced into something maybe that you don't want to do, but there's a lot of fire over there. So there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of destruction, something breaking down, something burning up, something dissolving in your life that you need to make a decision and move away from. Now, in the last year, you've been going through this hangman phase where everything has been at a standstill, and you've been feeling very, very tied up. You can see this person's in this cage kind of thing with these straps, and they're all covered completely with this shroud. So, you've been completely blind to what has been going on, not really understanding what is going on. And you've got the dark side here and the light side here, and you've been sort of stuck between the two. So in a state of real stasis, not really moving. The energies have been really stuck, nothing's been shifting for you. And that's where you have been in the last year. So in the last 3 months, you've got the Four of Pentacles. You've been really worried about money. You've been saving as much as you can. You've been trying to build your stability over here, putting aside things, maybe trying to hang on to whatever money you have. You've got him standing on the 4 rocks over here. You've got the squirrel over there trying to make sure that you are financially secure. that you've got enough put away or stashed away for hard times, and you were really, really worried about this money situation that you're going through. And on your mind, you've got, maybe you're the Queen of Wands over here, where, you've been trying to take charge of the situation, trying to tell people, you are in charge of it, you know what you're doing, you're in control, and, you're not listening to anybody. So you're trying to bring that energy of the fire energy in, where you are in control, where you are in charge, where you are independent, and this is who you are. But something seems to be coming in right now that is causing this shift, some decision that has to be made. And you can see here, even this is showing that there is fire in and around you. And it's got this calf or cow over here, which is showing money. It's something that's involving your money as well. So you've got some sort of financial problem going on over here, where, you're losing money for some reason or the other, you're having to save, struggling to save, and now a big decision coming in for you to change course, because things seem to be going off. And even this card here, the Emperor's got this cow over here. So it's something that's involving your money, and it's causing a lot of problems. You're losing, something is destroying your financial abundance, and it's restricting you quite a bit, because with the Eight of Swords, you can see this person's hands are completely tied, and they're completely blind to what is happening. They can't seem to see a pathway out. Eyes are completely closed, and yet everything is going up in smoke around them. So a lot of chaos going on with your financial situation, it seems, and a lot of problems. This wheat field is on fire, so the abundance is burning up over here. So something is causing you to have a lot of financial loss and problems, and you're being called upon by the Judgment card to make a decision to actually change whatever you're doing. So a big turning point in your life in order to get out of the situation that you're feeling very, very trapped in. And you can see here with the Five of Pentacles, there's a big financial loss coming up, and that's what you're facing right now. You may have lost your home, there may have been problems, there's financial loss, you may have had to move. So a lot of problems coming in, and maybe people are coming up to you and asking for you to repay them their loans. But there seems to be a lot of chaos surrounding your money at this particular moment. And you're being called upon to make some sort of decision. Now around you, you've got the Page of Cups. So there might be you might be trying to overindulge, maybe to try and escape your situation. Maybe you're partying too hard, because these are three people, and there seems to be a lot of alcohol being involved over here. You're not seeing the situation for what it is. Maybe you're deluding yourself a little bit over here, because you've got the full moon there, and there's a lot of sort of clouds. So maybe you're not seeing the situation for exactly what it is, but it seems to be coming head on for you, because it's causing a lot of problems. Maybe you're trying to escape it in some sort of way, by just keeping your eyes shut to it and not realizing what really is going on, and it's causing a lot of problems. So try to keep a clear mind and not drown your sorrows in alcohol or any kind of anything that's going to cause cloudy judgment. In other words, the Page of Cups usually is supposed to be a card that brings you good news, but in this card it looks like there's an overindulgence theme going on over here, maybe because you're depressed about what is going on around you, and you're hoping for some sort of divine inspiration to come in with the Star card. So you're hoping for some sort of something to step in for you to help you out. That's been in your hopes and fears. So that's what's going on in the future. So you've got the Five of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Cups is generally a card of mourning. It's a card of, you're in great sorrow, grieving. It's a card of grief over the loss, because you can see these cups have got all the blood spilled. So something is causing such a big change in you, but you've got other responsibilities that you have to take care of. So whatever you've lost, you've got to just abandon and cut your losses, because you've got other things that you need to take care of, and you need to stop grieving over the things that you've lost, and you've got to move forward. You've got to concentrate on the things that you have got left, the remaining things. Maybe you have remaining responsibilities in the form of a family or children or something that you have to take care of, and you've got to focus on that now and put all your focus onto that and forget what you've lost and move forward. That is the only way that you can overcome the situation. And you've got the Three of Pentacles over here, so you will get if it was a job that you've lost or some sort of financial loss that you've occurred, you're going to have to work pretty hard to recover. You've got Three of Pentacles over here. There's, this is the card of work, and you will get a recognition in your work. That's for sure. It's going to be a stable job. I mean, you have a stable job. If you don't have a job, then you will get a stable job, which will bring you in abundance and allow you to save or make ends meet. It might involve some sort of teaching, but it's also going to involve some sort of collaboration. And this is the way you're going to be able to put down your roots, or this is the way you're going to be able to build yourself up again from this job that you have with the Three of Pentacles. So maybe this is a new job coming in, or maybe this is your job and you're going to just have to focus on this work, focus on your career, and forget all this grief and loss that you've had. So some sort of loss has come in for you, but you're going to have to stay focused on this work and put in the effort in order for you to get this abundance coming in. And for the moment, you're still juggling finances, so watch how you're spending. Make sure that you're careful with your money. And as you can see, this person is quite focused. So you might have a second job that you're going to have to take up and do both of them at the same time, because it's got two jobs, two ships bringing in money. So two jobs, two ships. And it looks like you'll get some sort of message coming in, maybe from a friend, because you've got this dog bringing in some sort of letter, some sort of news coming in. So something coming in for you, some news coming in. Maybe you will be able to find a second job with the help of a friend. Will bring in that news for you, but you might have to take up a second job in order to get over this financial loss that you have going on, in order for you to overcome it. And you will be juggling finances at the moment. So some sort of big change is coming in your work situation over here. There was a big loss over here, and it's left you feeling really very tired, very restricted, and it looks like it has involved money, because there is that cow over there, and something almost like things went up in smoke, because there's a lot of fire energy going on over here, and a lot of financial loss over here. And like I said, you might need to take up a second job in order to bring in money and focus on your work in order to get through the situation. But there's also this Judgment card, so a decision has to be made to get you out of it into a new path. So maybe all of this has come to move you into something, take you out of this energy of stagnation that you've been sitting in for the last year. So I'll just draw some cards from this Animal Tarot. So here again, you've got the Renewal card, which is also the Judgment card. So this Judgment card has come up for three of the card readings. So it's come up with the first with the answer deck. It's come up now in this main tarot reading, and now it's come up here in the Oracle read, and it's the Renewal card. It is time to get clarity about your life purpose and make changes so that you are on the path most divinely suited to you. Forgive what has been without judgment, and fearlessly embrace what is to come. So really, you have to move into a new direction. If it's the Judgment cards come in three of these readings, then there is a big decision to be made. You have to go back and do something that you haven't completed, and you have to do it. You are being guided to do that. The second card is the Ten of Springs, which says you're working far too hard. The stress will soon become too much. Reach out for help from others and take some time to play and enjoy life. So you do need to ask for help. This is also the Ten of Spring, which is an end of a cycle of hard work or stress. But you need to actually ask for some help from somebody else, because things look like they're falling apart a little bit over here, and you do need to ask for some help. You also need to find some new path in which you need to go. And the last card is the King of Spring, which says, now's your moment to step up to a leadership role. Don't back away from the spotlight, as your plans will be successful so long as you stay focused on the big picture. So you have to make a new plan. You definitely need a new pathway to follow, and the Judgment card is calling for you to do something different, maybe something you haven't completed. So this is This is a divinely guided call for you to get back onto your life path. So you need to do a little bit of a life review, maybe some meditation. You need to, if you're overindulging in anything or trying to, any escapism as far as your behavior goes, or spending too much of time partying, you need to rope that in and start focusing on what is important. You will have to focus on your work, and like I said, you might need to get a second job in order to overcome the situation. But here it says, this is work and this is focusing, and you might be involving yourself in some sort of teaching role. But definitely a second job coming in for you over there, needing to do that to get away from it. And that is how you're going to get yourself unstuck from the situation, which is the Eight of Swords, a very stressful situation. And, everything around you is a bit chaotic right now. So I think, you need to probably meditate and ask for that divine guidance, ask for help from people around you, or even just pray and meditate to get some help. But you need to refocus yourself on what your goal is, because you are being called to change direction or make a decision to change direction. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much. Goodbye.